Did you know that there is a secret trader here on the server that can give you unobtainable items otherwise? Today, we're going to be checking that out, prestiging a skill, and much more, all in this episode of Minecraft Skyblock. Yes, hello everybody, welcome back into a brand new episode of Minecraft Skyblock. Today, of course, we are back here on the best #1 rated Skyblock server, AkumaMC, back again for another episode in this season. Guys, today, I have been doing a whole bunch of work off camera to make sure that we can essentially prestige a skill today, which is actually one of the hardest skills that we've been prestiging this season. So I'm kind of excited to be able to do that, you know, get the rewards from that, and then, well, hopefully we can afford to do that because it is technically going to be our most progressed skill yet this season. And this season, a new feature was added where there is essentially a trader out there that can actually give us items, or we can purchase items from him that are actually like kind of unobtainable any other way. So I'm kind of excited to actually get into that and see whether we can afford any of the items and just see exactly what is on offer there. Now, before we jump into any of that, I just wanted to go ahead and claim the rest of my V-kits. We actually claimed like the one that includes a weekly crate last episode, but I didn't claim the rest of them. And to be honest with you, they do include the V-kit crates, which can actually be semi-decent. So figured we may as well go ahead and actually claim them right now. We'll also take these ultimate airdrops. We'll see whether we can get lucky using any of those as well. So let's go ahead and just spam open these V-kit clusters. I think the best thing that we're looking for here would be a weekly cluster. So let's see if we can get that lucky. I don't think we did right there. I think we just got a bunch of spawners, a bunch of enchants and stuff like that. So we'll store those away for right now. That kind of explains, I guess, why we didn't focus on opening them, but it's all good. And then we've got these ultimate airdrops, which I think, yes, can actually give us a weekly crate, or it can give us coupons as well, which would be even more insane. Let's see. Did we get anything crazy out of those? We did get a Nebula V-kit shard, I think, from that. So that's pretty cool. I mean, we should be able to sell that for a little bit of money here or there. I wonder if there's any actually forced sale on the auction right now, because if there is, we can kind of base a price off of that. It doesn't look like there actually is any for sale. So maybe they sell for a little bit more than I thought they would. I don't know, actually. That's interesting. We'll see if that's something which people want to buy. Now, usually I'm not too worried about selling items, but actually today I've noticed, because we're actually going to be going ahead and prestiging a skill, it's actually one of the higher levels of skill that we need to prestige, and that means that we actually are going to be using a lot of money and a lot of gems, and I don't even know as an island if we can afford it yet. But of course, the skill in which we're going to be prestiging is the grinding skill. Okay, now this is the most progressed skill that we've used so far. As you guys can see, it is now level 140, meaning it is completely ready to be prestiged to the third one. However, I actually haven't claimed any of the skills or any of the rewards in this skill yet, and you guys know the reason why by now. It's just so that it doesn't all flow out, you know, past my inventory onto the floor, and we end up losing a bunch of items. So let me go in here, claim everything that is important. What we're going to be doing with any of the island value that we get from this is we're actually just going to be selling it straight to the server shop, because if you do that, you can actually get a lot of money. And because we are going to be prestiging this today, I believe the prestige cost is something stupid like 10 billion. So we are going to need actually a lot of money in order to do that today. Now, thankfully, you know, the spores and everything are our kind of main monetary income. We do have a bunch of money in the IS bank for that. That's where we're going to be getting most of that from. But otherwise, it's going to all come down to the value that we get right here. So let's go ahead and /sell hand on all of this. And this will help us, you know, help us get a little bit of money up there. It's not going to give us the full amount that we need, that's for sure, because like I said, it's a lot of money. We need 10 billion. As we go up these, there'll actually be even better and higher amounts of value that we can go ahead and sell. And especially because we're now getting to that point where, like I said, we had to get to 140 to get this prestige. Some of the actual rewards up here are going to start to get insane. So let's sell hand these. These will actually give me a lot. Yeah, 260 million right there. Got some emerald as well. We should have dragon egg, which will give me even more. So let's sell hand on those. Yeah, 400 million is crazy actually for that. Bunch of spawners here that are definitely useful. I don't know where we're at really on placing spawners right now. We'll kind of figure that out a little bit later. But yeah, that has been good. We've got a couple of key ore crates in there as well. So this is where it starts to get interesting on the actual rewards that we get from our, you know, our skills. So we'll take a look at what these are. We go up to rare robugs. Yeah, dragon. These are super valuable. Even just to sell to the store, they're super valuable. Obviously, if we were being competitive right now, then they would be even more insane. But to be honest with you, they do give us a lot of money. We do get some dark soul consumables in there, which of course we used on our way to maxing this out again, and a bunch more value. There we go. That is where we're at right now. So let's go ahead and sell hand all of this value. It's actually going to give me a couple billion in total. So it's definitely putting a dent in the amount of money that we need today. That's always good. We literally need so much. And I don't know whether I had any before this, but if not, we got 4 dark soul consumables just from that kind of section of leveling up, which is always nice to see. So we've claimed everything. Let's go into the island bank and actually withdraw withdraw what we need. I'm just going to withdraw 7 billion money real quick because we know we're going to need that. So 7 billion. And then what do we have gem-wise? We got 6 million gems. So let's just withdraw the 6 million right now because I think that we're probably going to need most of it. I don't know the exact cost. Let's have a look at the exact cost of the skill here. It is going to cost us, yeah, so 10 billion money, 5 million gems, and of course the 150 skill levels that we have. So let's go ahead and do it, shall we? This will increase our boost for grinding money, gems, and skill XP. It will also just increase our maximum level to 160, and it means that the rewards will be even better there. So let's take that grinding skill level 3. GG's, we will take that upgrade, and we've got a grinding trait slot, which means we can take this grinding pet that we've been using, this masterful grinding pet, we can put it on here right now, and it will officially have an additional trait slot. So there we go. Slot number 2 is now officially unlocked. That means that we can, you know, start rolling some better traits on this, which is always good because we actually have a decent slot 1 trait, but I would like to try and go for something more crazy. And it looks like we have completed a skill mastery quest. So let's go into /skills right now, and let's go over to the mastery. So we completed level 9 whilst we were grinding up that grinding skill. It looks like we just needed 700 skills in total, or skill levels in total, which we did. And then we needed to prestige another skill, which we have just done. So next up, we need to reach 800 across all of our skills. Obviously, it will actually be fairly easy to do this now that we've freshly prestiged that skill. We can get probably 50 levels without even thinking about it. So that's cool. Then we need to go up to 900. Then we need to go up to 1,000. And then we'll need to prestige another one. So I think this is probably the biggest gap that we've had in this skill mastery this whole season, to be honest with you. Now, I do want to open some clusters today. So I'm thinking that we take a look at the bundles. I'm thinking that we get 3 of the Supernova bundles through right now. So give me a second, and that's what we're going to go and get. All right, that is complete. That should come through to me in just a second. And then after, oh, that was super quick, actually. Wow. So there we go. There's all of our items. We've got a bunch of XP. We've got a bunch of trait tickets. We've got a bunch of airdrops, which I don't tend to open. Some island are absolutely welcome to open those as and when they feel like it. Some robot eggs, some pet eggs, and I think we got some random consumables in that as well, which is always cool. So we'll take those. Some V-kit clusters. Let's get these open, see if we can get lucky in these this time around. Come on, give me something good. Our cluster luck recently has really not been good. So yeah, that's kind of sucks. We did just get a V-kit shard right there, so we'll take that. That's probably the best thing that we've gotten recently. Again, obviously we got that V-kit shard just a moment ago. So yeah, not bad. We did actually get a couple of decent enchants as well, should we want to use those. Take the XP though, that is much obliged, and we'll take these clusters. So let's see, we've got 3 of these supersonic clusters right now, and we'll see just what we can get from them. Here we go. First one today. We have, like I said, we've had pretty poor luck in all of these so far. Let's see, can we turn that around right now? We get witch spawners. I mean, we do need witch spawners. Those do definitely help our passive income. We'll take it for right now. Let's see what this one can give me right now. Come on, please. Okay, we don't need legendary robot eggs. We really don't. I just want to see one of the big friggin' skill XP boosters. That's what I want to see. We're going to get ourselves silverfish spawners. Okay, yeah. Our luck on those ones have definitely gone downhill, I think. I don't think our luck has really ever been good this season on the clusters, and that kind of sucks. But you know, we may not have got a skill XP boost from that, but we are going to be getting one today, and I'm going to show you guys how in just a moment. But since I did just go ahead and get one of those 3 times bundles for myself, you guys would have seen that it's actually rotating out the store in 1 day and 42 minutes, meaning that I'm going to host a giveaway right now for another 3 times bundle, but it's going to be the one that comes after this one, which is going to be even bigger and better. So if you guys do want to be in with a chance of winning that bundle, all you guys need to do right now is like this video, subscribe to the channel, comment your username, and then join the giveaways only Discord link down below and press the enter button on the giveaway. Of course, make sure you guys have completed all the requirements before you press that enter button on Discord, because if you press the enter button first and then you don't complete the other requirements and you get rolled, you will have to be re-rolled because I will check. Yes, good luck. That is a very overpowered bundle already, so no wonder what it's going to turn into once it gets upgraded at the end of that timer there. So I want to take a look quickly at the new feature that there was this season, which is essentially a wandering trader. Now this guy, it means he's going to just kind of, you know, he's going to chill and he's going to change his trades that he offers you every so often. So if you go to spawn and head over here, you will see Willy the Wander Trader. Okay, if you take a look in here, it's going to give you a whole bunch of like exclusive offers. As you guys can see, his offerings will update every 24 hours. He has limited stock of each item. You can buy them using money, gems, XP, and his shop includes 4 common items, 2 rare items, 1 epic, or a chance of a legendary item. So as you guys can see, we've got 2 common items, we've got 1 rare item. This week we actually got a legendary item, and then obviously the other side as well. So right now his offerings are a pet egg for 25 million, a farming book for 50 XP levels, 10 common keys for 30 XP levels, 3 big spawners for 50 XP levels, a mining bit for 50 XP levels, or a big spawner for 30 XP levels. But then in the middle, the most important one that I actually am going to purchase today, I think, is the skill XP booster. Okay, now this is only a 15-minute skill XP booster, but it is a 1.3 times, and the buy price is 50,000 gems. Now, 50,000 gems isn't actually that hard to get at all, but unfortunately, we can only purchase this item one time, so I don't think we can cheat it by doing this. I will try and cheat it, but I don't think it'll work. No, you can only buy one of... I was going to see if I could cheat that, but we'll take it. We can buy one of those. That's fine. And there we go. That is our first skill XP booster that we're able to use this season. Now, it's not a massive boost amount, but it's there and it's, you know, it'll help. So I think what we're probably going to do is I think I'm going to put some time into mining because we do have a couple of mining rage consumables. We do now have this skill XP booster. The only thing we don't really have with mining is armor, but that's okay. It doesn't really matter too much. So yeah, I think we'll probably work on that, and that skill XP booster should help with that. Obviously, you know, we've been doing grinding, and actually it looks like we've completed enough grinding recently to upgrade our armor again. So let's go ahead and do that. Get that to level 5. Is level 5 the max on these things? I don't think it is. But either way, that is now upgraded to level 5, and that means that we now are getting what is that? So 10% XP boost, 10% money boost, 10% gems boost, 10% enchant boost. So actually, that's a very, very good set of armor for grinding now. So yeah, we'll have to try and make sure that we do check every single day to see what this trader is offering, because that is a very, very nice and decent offer of him. It would be nice to actually stack, you know, boosters like this up and get them saved for so that we can essentially be always using one, you know. Otherwise, you're kind of wasting energy when you're grinding things. If you don't have a booster of some sort, then it's, yeah, it kind of feels like a waste. Either way, we should be able to grind these mobs very easily now. You know, with all the different boosts that we've actually got a decent sword going as well. So we should actually be able to get a couple of very, very easy levels here. So if we can actually use this Dark Soul consumable, because they only last for like 2.5 minutes. I just kind of want to see how far we'd be able to get using all this stuff. I believe I do have my grinding pet active. Maybe I don't. Maybe we need to make sure. Oh, it says he is active. I don't know where the heck this guy is though. Oh, that's the wrong freaking button. What am I doing? Okay, dude, activate. Kill. We wasted literally half of our freaking consumable almost trying to figure that out. But either way, yeah, this is good. This is kind of what I wanted to see quickly, is to see how far we can get with this consumable. And obviously this is going to help with our mastery as well, because we just need levels right now. Essentially for the next 3 levels up of our mastery, we just need levels. So I guess we're probably going to have to prestige a bunch of other skills. I mean, we're kind of at a point right now where we're stuck at like the mid levels of all of our skills, right? And the downside to that is that we now have the harder half of the 50 levels to grind up on each of them. So it's going to take a while to get those extra levels. But I think if we can, you know, if we can get focusing on those and we can get a couple of those prestige, the second we get those prestige, that means that there's going to be an easy set of 50 levels on the other side. All right, there we go. Consumable is over. We got to level 32 there. Not too bad. Now, where do we end up on our quest? Because I know that we were just kind of hovering about for a while. We need to max out a mythical enchant on a tool. So I guess the easiest way to do that would be to check out what enchant we are actually closest to. So let's take a look at our sword. Which ones are considered mythical enchants there? I think we can actually sort them by rarity. There we go. So Bolt is considered a mythical enchant. I think we're only 1 level off that. And if I remember correctly, when we were doing the opening earlier, I'm pretty sure we got ourselves a Bolt book. So that would be the easiest option if that is the case. We did get a Bolt book. So let's go into the /enchant menu quickly, because this might actually be a very, very easy way to do this. Boom. Is that done? It is. Okay, there we go. I didn't think it was actually going to be that easy, but there we have it. So the next quest that we have was to have a balance of 500 million, which we've done anyway. Gather 500k gems by doing a skill. So that is one that is just going to naturally build up as and when we're grinding. I can imagine actually grinding, physically doing the grinding skill is probably one of the easiest ways to do that, because we actually do get a decent gem income from this. And also that is probably dependent on whether we have archaeologist maxed out, which we do on our swords. So that's probably the easiest way to do that. So I guess that is something that is just going to have to build up gradually as we are doing it. I can see myself over the next couple of days, you know, maxing out hopefully another prestige of grinding, because that would be kind of the most useful thing for us to do. I do want to, like I say, go at mining, but that's more of it's a slightly more of an active task than grinding. You know, I've been enjoying some TV shows recently, so grinding has been very, very easy for me to do. Yeah, we'll have to see how that works out, guys. But that is going to be it from me today. I think, you know, we've checked out the brand new trader this season. That is the first time I've used him actually, and it's cool that we actually got something. So potentially we'll use this in action when I'm mining, and hopefully by the time you guys next see me, we'll be ready to prestige mining, take a look at the rewards from that and all that good stuff. Yes, guys, that is going to be where I end it off. If you have enjoyed this video, make sure you do hit that like button. If you're not already subscribed, make sure you do that as well. And I'll see you all in the next episode of Skyblock here on AkumaMC.